All right, there we go. I need to adjust the lighting a little bit and make sure my sound works, as always, though nothing should not work. And I purposely put my smoothie on this side because I didn't want it to be in frame, but here we are with the smoothie in frame. I need to kind of be maybe like this a little bit. And then camera like that a little bit. Is that a little bit better? I can't tell. But let me first start off with the sound test to make sure, as always, that we are sounding luxurious. Oh, yep, that sounds pretty good to me. I must say so myself. Whew, okay, I am nice and tired. I just finished a workout, got my smoothie ready, and now I'm just getting all the other stuff set. I decided I would create a thumbnail first when I went live. So that way it looks better when you go on there. We'll just kind of see how that goes. And yeah, so I created that. I got that ready. And I think I'm just going to work a little bit on the YouTube channel itself today a lot with the stream. I don't have any other plans, so I'll do like frequently asked questions, but we're just trying to get those watch hours up. Let me actually pin a message here. If I had a moderator to pin the channel, we could, though. All right, message pinned. All right, so we got that done. And I have stream elements up because I do want to look about getting some just overlays here, because this is kind of boring. There's like nothing but me, and it's like kind of a podcast sort of a thing, I guess. But I could also play a video or something somewhere, like, hey, how to build a PC, kind of see like the steps. I don't know, but for now, we're just kind of getting everything all set. So I got to put things on the Discord. I got to put things on the Twitter. And then I got to put things on the Blue Sky. Which, it's hard saying if any of these are doing anything, man. I have no idea. But first, with that, get the general link. Let's see. Trying to think of a better camera configuration too. Like I mentioned, it's kind of hard to have it. You know, it'd probably be a little bit easier if I moved that camera on this tripod. And then what I'm doing most of the time, because I don't have any repairs to do for a while, will be a little bit easier to focus on. So I might do that. It'll be embarrassing if I do one of the wrong dates here. Yeah. Nice little protein smoothie. If you've checked out my World of Warcraft videos, you have indeed seen my protein smoothies. I do love them. All right, let's go over here. I mean, how does this look, though? Does this look like, if I were like to pay attention to this display in this seat, does it look okay? I don't know. So maybe I just need to move my windows over here. Boop. Oh, and I might have a little bit better natural light coming through because I had a big monitor up here, a 27-inch monitor, and I took it down. So maybe that'll give me some better natural light. I'm trying to work on the light behind me. It's really weird, though. I only get a little bit of time each day to sit down and work in this environment. And when I stream is kind of one of them. So That's why a few weeks ago I did my entire live stream of me taking my computer off the wall, which you can't see it, but it's right out here. I damaged my wall from when it fell, I guess. So there's a lot of scuffs and scratches and things. And I had a whiteboard that was clear across there from me that I haven't used in about 2 years. I took that down. So I need to, I need to spackle the holes and then repaint over there. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that section of the wall yet, but it's a good thing that I like talking to myself. It's very nice. So let's go to not chatbot, but streamelements.com. Ooh, wait, could I show this on stream? Let me just click everything here real quick to make sure that it doesn't show anything off the cuff. Because if it doesn't show anything off the cuff, then I'll try to bring that window to it. That'd be fun. My elements. I had these elements last edited. When did I do these? Weird. Okay. Let's see. That's okay. Elements get, well, that's fine. Sponsorships don't really matter on here. I've not really gone into here that much at all. Revenue obviously doesn't work. Chatbot. Do we need a chatbot? That could be kind of cool. But do I want to use their chatbot? That is the other question. I mean, there's not really anything pertinent here that is even important or fun to even look at anyway, so. An unnamed overlay. What was this doing? I got to build the, okay, that's right, yeah. So let's go and do a new overlay. And add widgets. So we can get some alerts and stuff like that, And then as always, if you have any questions about Windows 10 end of life, definitely let me know on those. Going back over to the channel analytics here, it has been going really well. I heard something weird. I thought it was the cat. Not the cat. But the Windows 10 content's been really, really nice. I don't care if you guys can see it. The most recent video that I released on Friday is a 1 out of 10, 2,500 views almost, 4.8% click-through rate. And I think that video itself has been responsible for 102.1 hours since it's been released on Friday. That's huge. And YouTube, with the analytics and the way that they work for the Earn tab, and you see how many hours you have left, I know that you guys can't see this right now, but it shows that I have 3,136 valid public watch hours, which brings us to 864 watch hours remaining until this channel can be applicable for full monetization. It's 5 days behind, so it is calculated valid watch hours as of September the 17th. So we still have all those other days, which includes the 100+ watch hours just from that one video. So we're going to get a huge soar and a huge spike here. But right now, I put in all this data into Gemini. I tell it my current averages, and I don't tell it my averages. I tell it how much hours I'm at, and I update it every day. And then it keeps track of my watch hours for me. So that way it can just keep on telling me so I don't have to do the calculations myself. So being 864 hours away, that puts the project to October 16th, unless you guys lurk. I mean, we got 6 lurkers right now, so I'm planning on being live for at least 2 hours. That's 12 hours just from that. That's fantastic. But my daily average right now, last 7 days, is 36.3 hours, which is pretty nice. That's per day. And then lifetime average, since I started talking to Gemini about this, which was August something or other, mid-August-ish, whenever that was. I like to be precise, August the 18th. I'm at 30.49 hours per day. So 24 days away. What's that, 3.5, almost 3.5 weeks? That's close. That's close. You know, I put my personal watch time goal to being by the end of this year. So we're going to beat it by more than 2 months, which is just astounding there. But a lot of it does have to do with Windows 10. I don't know. I have my headphones on. I don't have anything playing. Maybe I should play some music. What OST should I listen to today, I wonder? I apologize if you can hear the details within within the swallowing from my my smoothie. But I can get rid of these windows then. And if we go to Stream Elements, we can add an alert, right? Like an alert box. I want to click these things and I want to be able to show you guys, but I don't know if anything will show up that shouldn't be showed. You know what I could do? No, that won't work the way I want it to. Oh, also, at some point within the next hour or so, I'll have to BRB. I have an appointment, but it won't be that long. You guys will probably know when it will be happening because you'll hear my phone go off. But if we're on Stream Elements and we have like the different elements, we want to get a nice element gallery, right? We want something that looks kind of nice here. I think I can get that. Hold on, let me try to see if I can get. Because I can always press like F11, right? Let me try to see if I can show you guys what I'm doing here real quick to give it some additional flair. The browser. Wait, that's right. Not that one. It's not. It is browser, isn't it? Nope. Wasn't there a way? I think it was a Streamlabs, or Mayan Labs. No, yeah, Streamlabs that let you do like a side by side where you were working on one thing, and you could modify the next scene before you switch to it. It was like called like studio mode or something. I would love something like that. Let's see, it was a... Oh, it's a window capture. That's what it is. It's a window capture. Wait, they do have studio mode. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm in studio mode, but how do I modify... I see that I'm in studio mode, but I want to modify preview program. Okay. All right, so let's see. I have a text here that shows BRB on the studio side. I need to verify that that's not showing up anywhere else. Okay, it's not. Cool, cool, cool. So I have a window capture here. Let's see, just match window title must match. So that way it's only showing that. And let me go back over here. And make it so it only shows exactly what I want it to show. Excuse me, maybe I can make that. And then I move my camera a little bit. Nope. Okay. That works a little bit. Then you're gonna see that, I suppose. It's the condensation. All right, so I did that. And I think if I press transition, it will go to what I just worked on. Okay. So you can kind of see on my window here what I'm working on, which is in the chatbot, not chatbot, the widgets of the stream element. So you can kind of see what I'm looking through and what I'm seeing. Okay, that's not too bad. I like that. But I need to make sure that when I click something, it doesn't show what it's not supposed to show. So then how do I... Because I have a ton of different tabs right now. I think, okay, I can switch to the next tab. This tab should be safe. This is the safe tab, which is fine. But I cannot switch to any other tabs. Okay, so that's fine. Because Chrome is where it's at, so I cannot go to any other tabs on Chrome. I just leave it as it is, don't touch nothing. If anything, I'm just going to remove this right now and transition again. And then I'm going to move the other tabs out of the way. So that way, all I have are these two tabs for the elements. Okay, and then we bring that back. We transition. Boom, okay. Sweet. So Stream Elements apparently has all these little widgets that you can like add in these different elements. And through these elements, it just kind of does whatever. You know, you got themes and you have widgets and all sorts of different things. You try to find things that kind of fit your guys, you know. So it kind of depends on what your overall layout you want it to look like. And I kind of want mine. I like the red, gold, black sort of themes. But I also don't want it to be gamey. I want it to be more professional because I'm more on the professional side. These labels, I mean, that's not too bad right there. That's nice, like, little whatever that is. That's not too bad. But I don't have tippers. So you can probably get it to show whatever you want it to show. Tippers and different fonts and colors and all those sort of things. That's not too bad, but I don't know if I necessarily like that. First, we're just going to go for the theme packages. We're going to look and see what they've got overall. I'm just going to middle click the ones that I like so I can open up a new tab. The ones that like just kind of look good. Because again, I'm not gaming. I don't like that my start screen already shows, you know, my old one from Up Tilt Gaming. It's all I got. You know, I don't have anything else. Flow seems kind of cool. I don't know what partners means though. I got to also make sure none of these are like paid. So I can't fall in love with any of these yet. I had this one. I saw this one on my daily. Nexus is kind of cool. Is that surely there's more? Is that all of them? What was the neon though? Neon webcam. That's kind of cool. And well, okay. So before we do that, then let's go ahead and look and see. Brave. That's one that I saw and I did kind of like. It's just it's very it's gamerish, which isn't too bad, but we'd really. That's kind of cool. I like that. I just like the layout of the rectangles and everything, but what would I put in the other rectangles? I think that was one I was kind of working on from a couple of streams ago. And then getting out of the whole thing with what's that, features? Yeah, okay, got it. Subtle stream package. I like the way that kind of looks. I like that, just kind of the black elements to it, but also the the white outlines. I like the way that one looks. It is very subtle. Subtle, as they say. It's not bad. Is it free, though? Is it free? That's the thing. Is it free? This free theme includes 5 free stream design scenes, animated alerts, webcam overlay. Okay. Okay. And there might be more that they give you if you pay for it, but boost. Free. Okay. I don't like the yellow, though. But you can probably modify it so it's not yellow. If that was like a gold or a red, absolutely. That's really cool. They don't really show any of the banners, though. They just kind of show miscellaneous amount of things. But if you can change that to be... But it's got that glow effect, so maybe you can't change it. I don't know. I haven't had to look at this stuff in forever. See, that neon, it doesn't really do it for me. That's too much not my flair. And then Razor. Okay, that was the one that I had that I was messing with. That's still gamerish, but... Reminds me of the old days when you're trying to get themes for Windows XP. I like the shapes of this one, but I don't want it to be purple. I'm not against purple. It just doesn't fit my aesthetic and my vibe. And then neon. Three clean, 3 glitch neon, 3 gradient. Okay, well, I guess I gotta watch the... Ow, it's loud. Can I not adjust the volume? Okay, well, let me, open... Goodness. Incognito window, so I can just kind of see it. You guys can't see it, but know that I'm watching something. I feel like that would bring more color. It does say customizable colors, though. So that's definitely not a bad one. Okay, that'll be on there. Customizable colors. I like that. And then this is just kind of... This is the canvas that I work on to make the theme for the other things. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, so I want the stream to look really nice. But I think what we can get, let's try the neon one first, because that has the most potential, and then if I don't like it, I can do something else. So we're going to use that theme package. And I have my elements. Okay. But what I should be able to do here is... That's the how do I... Delete that. Okay, let me just add widget. Alert box. And then is there like a... Okay, yeah, let's leave. Let's go back to the overlays. Maybe it will let me pick... Those are just unnamed overlays. I don't really need those. Create and edit your personal overlays and themes, which is what I want to do. But I have the elements. So how do I? So I can edit? Is that what I do? Okay. This has got to be a little bit simpler for me, bro. This is an amazing coaster, but it is very sticky when it gets condensated. That's what I was talking about. Excuse me for a moment. Well, if I can. Okay. I got about 20-ish minutes. Make sure I'm back. Okay. 20-ish minutes, and then I'll be gone for I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, and I'll be back. Okay, so we can change the hue. We're kind of going for like a, I don't want it to be too like orange. I really like the dark red colors. That's more pink. I don't know what that's the position, and then saturation. Gold is cool too, but not quite. So the pink and the purple, and then the blues. Okay, so it's about one. That's a little too orange, too pink. So it's like 150. It's kind of like right in the middle where the red should be. So then theoretically we save that. Okay. It's published. What does published mean? In the foreground, nothing there. Add state. I don't know. But then what? So we preview it, which does nothing. Okay. So if I go back over to I copy the link, all right, and then I go here, and let's say I add a browser source, which this would just be, call it glitch 2, and then if we paste the link in there, it does some of it. Huh. I'm going to transition to show you guys what I have. Right? So that's kind of what I have right there. Just whatever that is. That, like, you know, that's not the color that I picked. And it says published, whatever that would mean. Do I need to replace the asset? No. Okay, not that. Where did that one go? Let me get rid of that asset on here then. And I guess I can get out of studio mode, so the changes I make will be a little bit immediate. But maybe I'm not fully going for something like that. Let me go back to, let me use that theme package, because I guess you use the theme package and you add it to your stuff and then you can just do more. I don't know. And then I like subtle as well. So we'll just kind of add all of these and see from there. So that's an in-game scene, talk scene. So let's modify the talk scene. I like that. When you're a busy person, you just don't really have time for this, though. You don't have time to be like manipulating every single facet of it. That's just adding that. I don't want to add that. Okay, let me go back to the... Because I wouldn't need to add anything, because obviously I save this and then I would import my own stuff into it. We'd have like chat, I guess, over here to the right, and then me over here to the left, unless I wanted to make another one where I'm over here to the right, and then what I'm doing right here is over in the left. But there's no background. I don't need to modify anything, though. I kind of like the way that looks, honestly, anyway. So let's just save it. And did it copy the link? Publish. This better not be a specific link that like gets anybody in trouble. Specifically me. If it stops working one day and there's a modification, I guess I'll know why. So what we're going to do is modify this one and hit OK and then turn it on. Okay. So as you... Ooh, I like it's got movement. That's nice. But as you can see, it's only the top left of it. It's the top scene, so it shouldn't be... Like, why is it only showing some of it? Not... And obviously, it doesn't matter if I, you know, do that. It gave me instructions over here, but there was nothing to, Oh, wait. I bet you I know what it is. Yep, there we go. Okay. It's just me being a dum-dum. That's all it was. Easy enough. All right. So let's make this fit to screen. How do we do that? It's like transform, fit to screen. Okay. And then we've got my camera. You know what? First, before I do this, I'm going to create a duplicate. That way any changes I make won't be too dramatic. All right. Move me over... Wait a second. I got to be on top. And small... I don't know what I'm making smaller there. I got to make me... Nope. Me smaller. And kind of like... I'd like to have some curvature to me, though. But I think you can just kind of... There's like a thing you can do to round the edges around yourself anyway. And then we have chrome elements that we'd move here, which doesn't really look that good because it's not a correct rectangle. Because I had to chop off the top a little bit that has like information that's not pertinent to anything. But then it's okay. What I'd like to do then is transform, flip horizontal. Okay. And then, wait, no, hold on. Flip horizontal, and then lock that frame. Go to me, move me over there, and then move this over here. See, so then it's like I'm looking at the thing. You know, it's like it makes more sense with what I'm doing. All right, I got to pay attention to the 20-minute thing. So I'm about 10 minutes out. I'll learn one of these days. Or I'll just have to wait for like the doorbell or something. I think to be safe, in 10 minutes, I'll go on a BRB. That's not too bad. I like the movement to it. I like that. But then if I go back over here to the... Was that boost static or was this subtle? I think this was just subtle. I like that though a lot. That's kind of nice. But if we wanted to, like, what do we can add a state. Like followed. No, you don't need to see my copies. No. Subscribed. So edit. I don't know. None of this stuff is showing like it's going to actually be doing anything. And that's where that other... Where's that? Not new element. It was a... It was the overlays. We want to go to a new overlay. We got the resolution. But would this overlay run over the overlay? Because what does this all include? And obviously this is very heavily Twitch oriented with tips and those sort of things. But if we add an alert box, it does a follower alert, and then I want to be able to pick from the other things that we already had though, right? Like, weren't there other things that from these overlays, from these elements, like aren't there like follower sort of things? Like there's a alert box right there. So where's the alert box for the subtle? I need to refresh because this one doesn't have subtle in it. Talk scene and game scene, subtle alert box. Okay. Copy URL. And then I guess I would just go to my browser. Subtle alert box. And that would just kind of do that. But then what? Let's edit it. Let's see how that edit goes and what it would be like. So I guess that would just kind of like pop up in the middle of the screen. That's not too bad. But again, this is more focused on YouTube, so I can't tell if it would actually work with YouTube and the way that those subs work. or if I would need to do anything like adding an external API, or but that would obviously be for like a merch store or something like that. So that's not too bad. That would be theoretically everything that we'd want it to be. We got the talk scene, in-game scene. Wait, what am I at right now? Aren't I on the talk scene? Because that looks different than what I'm at right now, isn't it? No, because I edited that 8 minutes ago, so obviously, yeah, that's correct. Okay. So let's copy that URL and then go back to studio mode. Go to my BRB scene. Add a browser source for BRB scene. Okay. All right, I think we have that. Why do I have to keep rejecting cookies every single like time I do anything on here? Am I not rejecting enough? But I do like this. I want to see this ending scene. If we can like edit that to make it like if we get some red in there instead of that the yellow. But I don't necessarily know. So it was about 150, right? That was about, well, not on this one. Mm. 306 is about as good as we can get, maybe. Maybe bring that saturation. Excuse me. Maybe not. I don't want pink though. I want like a nice red. I don't want to be like that, so I don't know. All right, but I will BRB for up to 20 minutes. We get to enjoy my new BRB screen, hopefully. Hopefully it'll work. I'll test it, and I'll do BRB. Whew, I'm back. That was a little bit longer than I had thought, a little bit more expensive than I thought, but here we are, back on the live stream again. What's up, Mr. Smart Alec? Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Whew. Okay. Now, what were we doing? Where was we at? I think this needs to... That'll be a little bit better for me. I didn't even get a chance to finish my smoothie in full. But... let's see here. All right. So I was working on the scene elements. I mean, that's kind of cool. That like black and white right there, that's not too bad. Especially if it moves. I don't know if it moves. So let me copy the link and go to studio mode. We're going to go to ending scene. Now, I won't test this one until after I'm no longer live. I don't even need an ending scene, do I? I usually just kind of like end, you know? All right, I'm just going to test it. I'm not ending, I'm just going to test it because it's showing a different color. Isn't that weird? It showed, like, you saw me save the transition. But it still wants to do it on that color, not the same color. Replace assets? No, not that. It's a different color there, but not to me. It's not a different color. I don't know. I don't really do a lot of endings, so that'll be fine. But that's okay. All right. And then, why do I have to keep rejecting the cookies, yo? Got the BRB. Let me have alert boxes. So on this one where I'm at right now, the intermission talking head, that's the Chrome elements. What is that? Okay, that's the overlay. I need to rename that one to overlay. Then we have the alert box when that would pop up. I'd love to have a chat box too. And did those show up here, right? They're like themes, widgets. Let's see what widgets we got. The alerts, widgets, time. Fourth wall, eventually we'll use that one. Goals are always fun, but it's kind of difficult to use that because my goal right now is monetization. So those are the widgets. I like shapes. Did I not say that one previously? Because if you can change the color of those, I like that. That's kind of nice. So the scenes, animated alerts, webcam overlay, interactive stream labels, and banner. All right. Let's use that theme package as well. Just add everything to the thing for no reason, I guess. And then just the miscellaneous different themes and scenes that we can add, but we can't see. Okay, none of those really do what I'm going for. And then labels and cam boxes. Yeah, a lot of these are just the independent that go inside of everything else. Oh, I like that. So where's this text thing at? Where's all that at? The easy peasy customization, because I haven't seen that sort of customization anywhere. They say the easy peasy. Did you not see that? It said easy peasy. You hear my marvelous voice in the work car. Happy to be a part of it. What's up, Alec? The work car, huh? That is hardcore. Not only are you using data, but you're also using company assets. I like it. I like it. I wouldn't do that for you. But then again, I don't have any company assets to work with. It's all my own stuff. So I don't leech off of the company assets. I just give you what I've got. But where's all this at? Where is any of that? It was like the font type. Okay, never mind. Let's customize it and see what they say for the what. Why does it want to break now? Let's use the element and then, well, no, I don't want to use that then in that capacity. I want to customize it. Why did it go away? How? Stream Elements is just, it's absolutely crazy sometimes. The best of both worlds. What's more fun, working or watching TheDonTech? Probably watching TheDonTech. Granted, today's stream was a little on the lackluster side, but that's okay. I got some housekeeping stuff done. I need to probably stop streaming in about 10 minutes or less. The government card, you technically, yeah, you do pay for it. Technically, I pay for it too. As you get to the, brass tacks, probably to some capacity. Okay, I'm gonna go to another one. I'm gonna customize. Okay, there we go. And then it was hype type. They still don't show the easy peasy customization in the same exact way that they showed it on the other one. That's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna, I don't care about the customization colors at this point. It just kind of is what it is. So we'll just save it. And can I copy it? Save it. Publish, okay. And then we will add that. Instead of the subtle alert box, we will do that. Now, where did I go in Stream Elements? To test. Maybe there is no way to test it in here. There was a way to test it in Streamlabs, but not Elements. Interesting. I got to reject the cookies again for the 90th time. All right, let's get out of studio mode. Oh. And all right, so this is regular talking head with just me. I don't know how that got all messed up like that. And then we have this one. And let's create, wait, no, let's actually work on this one where Chrome elements we don't need. I can actually remove that from here. And then I'm all weird and small. Wrong thing. Need to lock the overlay. And that's something else. And that's me. Okay. And then something over here. How do I, can you just add chat boxes? Was that like something you did in here, or was it not? Was it not? Watching TheDonTech is more fun than work, only slightly. Only because you don't get paid to watch me, probably. But you are getting paid to watch me if you're watching me at work, so. Were there stream element chat boxes? Yes, I think that was in the overlay. Get rid of the alerts because we have that. Let's get rid of that layer. Then you add a widget that would be a... No? Huh. Okay. So stream elements chat box. Nope. I don't really need it though. It's new overlay and plus stream tools. They don't. I'm on the support website, and it shows from March of this year, so 5 months ago. You open the stream elements, overlays, click add new overlay, which I did. Start the resolution at the 1080 by whatever it is, which I did. And then click the blue plus sign to add a new widget. There is no blue, there's a blue plus sign down here. But it doesn't show the tools. Interesting. You use Steam Elements, don't you? Stream Elements? Man, the day I get paid to watch you is the day I become a god amongst men, which we both know neither will ever happen. I'll get paid to watch me soon enough. So let me go back to this so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm over here where it talks about the exact steps to add a Twitch chat overlay to your stream, updated 5 months ago. You know, you go all that. This is over here. Welcome, add widget, which brings up this little blue plus sign. Underneath charity and seasonal, it should say stream tools. But it doesn't. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm doing it on YouTube, not on actual Twitch. But no, I'm just doing an overlay. It's going to create a URL, and I could use it in anything. It doesn't know that I'm on YouTube, I think. But I haven't signed in via Twitch. All right, let me get rid of this screen real quick. So you do, yeah. I'm trying to get a chat box in this little section over here that you see, like how do I that? That's kind of trippy. Me pointing to it on my screen is exactly pointing to it to you guys, but the camera's over there, And the chat box is to my... That's weird. I'm impressed by the most mundane of things. Well, let me go back to my account. I think it's mainly for me on Twitch, or on YouTube, not on Twitch. Why do I have way more overlays now? Oh, those are my overlays. Well, it's probably Streamlabs then, or Stream Elements that does not support YouTube. But I can't even find a way to add anything for the comments. I mean, anything to the overlay that they're talking about. New overlay. Yep. Okay, wait, oh, we got it. Messages are delayed. They don't need to be delayed. Show message permanently, I suppose. I don't mind that. Enter a username to IG. I don't know what that means. Let me just show you guys where I'm at right now, so you see what I come to dealing with. You had to have Will, who made my overlay, code it to where both could show and separated according to the Twitch's terms of service. Twitch's terms of service is funny. So we got this. I want it to look a little bit better, though. Okay, text settings. Custom font could be kind of cool, but I wanted to, you see all of these really nice, that's too bad. You see these really nice kind of like image effects that they have on the screen. It's not just text, it's like an image effect. It's pretty cool. I want something like that. Pretty sure you use Streamlabs for the live chat, I think. I'm on Streamlabs. No, wait, no, Elements. I'm pretty sure you use Stream Elements as well, not Labs. But the live chat could be something different. Also, we want the fonts to be, easy to read, which is why like Arial is usually pretty nice. I mean, I'm just curious. As to what this looks like. And I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to add a browser, and then after this, I shall end. What is the resolution, though, that it needs to be? Because it doesn't want to show up at all. Let's do 1920, because that's what the thing is. Okay, all right. Hit. I guess the whole thing doesn't need to be a 1920 by 1080. And then it's all white. Okay, we want the text to be... Where's the color? I don't miss setting all this stuff up though, man. Wait, white chat. No, I don't want white chat. I want custom because I want it to be an overlay like that, but I want the text settings. I can pick the size, the spacing, the stroke, the shadow color. Oh, there we go. Wait, no. There we go. And save. And okay. And okay. Where did it go? All I did was change the text to white. And then it's just like, nope, I don't want to work anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know why that doesn't want to work anymore. The chat just completely went away after I changed the colors from the text colors from black to white. Not the usernames. Just that. Oh, well. That's okay. That's enough for me today. I've done enough. I've been in this room too much. So, Alec, thank you for the lurk. Everybody else that has seen this in the past, present, and future, thank you for coming on in. If you have any questions about Windows 10 and the end of life, you know where to find me. See how that one video's doing, though. So I think that video, 2.4 thousand views. Fantastic, fantastic. And we're up to 2,317 subscribers and at 3,136 watch hours. So I will update those metrics again on Thursday when I live stream, which I should be live streaming, though I have some other stuff going on. We will find out. I'll know when you know, pretty much. But cool. That's everything I got, though, for today. Thank you so much for watching. I need to make sure this is going to go back up, and the thumbnail should be fine. But yeah, this has been the Don with the DonTech. And remember, the Don's got your back. And the Don always looks for the stop streaming button. But before I stop streaming, I'm going to try my ending scene.